bite the hook as, I mean, it's such a strong pick. You have to take it or they'll get it, by the way. So clearly Hanwha Life have an answer prepared, and I am very interested to see what that is going to be, because it's not Trundle. I've been a big anti-Cassiopeia caster this whole second half of the year, but I think it actually goes really hard in this draft because it sets up well for the Yunara and can do very well into the Sylas. Obviously, he was a melee champion. A lot of power in this. Faker has a lot of agency on it. And this into Xinjiao, I have more questions about. I have more questions about this one.
Well, I'm also...
And it's just going to be the Smolder.
Yep, the Smolder that you were expecting. Felt a little bit telegraphed here, but it's going to be the Little Dragon. Yeah.
It's actually even going to make a pass to the mid lane.
Delight the old level 1 Alistair gank.
Exhaust.
As he gets the exhaust off, Zeka not going to quite find the chain.
On this plan, they put the exhaust on the cow. They say, Zeus, you've got Counter-Strike, you'll be fine. Just hang out under turret. Viper's going to win top side here. Oh, he's ready to do it again in game 3 with a free lane.
Yep, Zeka going to be able to chain up that minion, but does a lot of Twin Fang damage as Carrier looks for the angle but doesn't get it! And Faker is going to be overextended. Zeka takes a fair bit of damage, but dashes away! And back in again.
They need to do more than just some tricky lane swapping in this one.
Yep. Zeus is going to be able to get the better of Doran in this trade, as was able to hold on to the Counter-Strike, as, oh no, the Karsk is now on cooldown. Doran, bit of a misplay there, still going to hold on to his life.
For a flank here on the grub fight.
Yeah, Peanut doing the same thing as well. As you can see, Zeka moving on in. Bit of a sneeze there from Viper, but there's the flash in. Ona finds that supreme display of talent, and they take down Peanut immediately, but Mum gets angry, and it's a double kill for the Yunara as a result. Gumayusi angry and looking for even more, as the headbutt does get Guma away. That is a decent amount of damage there as well. You can pick up. Double Dragon, pretty likely here for T1. You mentioned the item spikes. We do have Peanut completing his Sundered Sky, but Ona looking for a bit of an angle, misses the ulti.
As even Peanut is struggling here to find Faker, gets the connection.
Yep, Ona is going to move on over though. Great knockup comes in. Peanut still in a bit of trouble though, as there is a brilliant ultimate from Zeka, and Mum even picks up a kill. 2 freebies here for HLE, and they are on the board, even picking up the feats of warfare.
Peanut that gold deficit.
Yeah, exactly. Also getting some plate money here as well, as Gumayusi going aggressive. Flap from Viper trying to get out, does have to flash in the end. And with the quickness, it is just too hard for Delight to peel effectively as Viper clears out that wave. We're going to have a look at this one from Zeka's perspective, hijacking this Petrifying Gaze.
Yeah, and then Peanut's ultimate here means that there's just nothing they could do to him. The ultimate is phenomenal from Zeka. He said, very good.
Yeah,
really like that work on Sylas. Says, oh, that's a good cast.
Oh, not quite able to get in range of the turret though.
Gragas at the beginning, but there's 118 on your screen right there. He's about to hit 125.
Yeah, getting very, very close. And then, of course, once that next breakpoint, oftentimes if we... Okay, never mind. Bit of a steal away here on the quickness from Zeka. In goes Peanut, finding some decent damage on the Carrier.
But T1 are just going to take this Herald and crash it into the mid turret. They're like, well, if you're just going to give it up, we'll get more.
Yeah, Peanut opts in for the knock-up there as well, but is actually going to be okay. As the Rift Herald... You can understand they're putting their trust into what this Little Dragon can do later in the game, but that is a little bit of a worry. I think Zeka, with a Karsk in hand, is looking to see what he can do here underneath this turret. Everyone's making their way over, though, as Ona gets in. Fair bit of damage down onto Delight. As the barrel is going to come on through for the disengage. Redemption. Petrifying Gaze in hand. This ward getting them a lot of information, though, as the teleport to come through from the Gragas. Same thing to be said for the Jax, though, as they make their way down. I just don't know whether HLE can get here in time. As Peanut's going to flash forward, it is going to be secured by Ona, though. But look at the damage from Viper. Gumayusi also starting to pop up, but he's taking so much on the back end. And HLE still staying amongst it. Faker now fighting them by himself. And Zeka keeps himself alive. Still flashes away from Carrier there. Flash. And Gumayusi is not so lucky. No summoner spells. 5 seconds until his ulti's up. And so he will have that for the extra damage. But Peanut looking for a fight before that even happens. Quickness, very, very close to being up. Supreme Display of Talent is going to be there. Petrifying Gaze as well. But this feeling like make or break. As Zeus off to the side, looking for a bit of an angle. Zeka as well, wanting that pincer maneuver 227 stacks, as you mentioned. Well, Viper is in position as far as that passive is concerned.
Angle here for Zeka is pretty huge too.
Yep, Mom could get pretty angry as well as this goes in. There's Mom down as well, so much AoE damage, but it's the Zinzao that goes down first. Petrifying Gaze is phenomenal, and T1 stand their ground. Viper is the last man standing, and can he actually get anything done is the question. The rapid fire cannon giving him a fair bit of power, but Ona, he has the smite, and it's stolen! He still kills him! Oh my god, he flashes forward, Gumayusi down so incredibly low, Faker does finish him off, but Viper may have just saved the game!
Viper almost just 1v3! They don't get the soul! Viper likely saving the game here, as Zeka has this flank angle right with Zeus. The collapse seems incredible, but look at Faker's positioning. Look who's not caught here in the initial salvo. He actually goes over, even with the charm, is able to set up a massive ultimate here. They wipe the floor with the rest of Hanwha Life Esports, and then Viper is the little dragon that could here, looking to set up some Qs onto these members and burn them down. It's a really cautious play here that T1 have to play. Well, this smite.
Oh my god.
Actually, I cannot even believe it that happened.
I can't either. I feel like I don't know.
One tick away from killing Guma as well. Like, it was actually so incredibly close. Viper is playing...
Trying to find some moments here. Teleport in from Zeus, though, as we've got another fight for another soul. And let's see how this one's going to go. Viper finding one there as Peanut goes in, looking for a bit of an angle to light in a lot of trouble. Has to use the ulti, but the cask doesn't do anything. Doran goes golden. Viper is relatively safe at this point, but you can see T1 still going for it, but both solo lanes are dead. The Yunara is popped like a balloon, and Peanut just puts a spear into the back of Carrier, and it's only Ona left alive. HLE, I think they're poised to get a 3-0 against T1 here today, as that was real cute.
See if he can make something of this with no real...
They have vision.
Yeah.
Okay, here Viper's just getting out.
That was not even okay to laugh about this one.
That was extremely anticlimactic.
Supposed to have in this draft, and the massive lead that Yunara had, I thought surely this Smolder won't get online, but he's able to weather the storm, and now Hanwha Life looking for a 3-0.
Yep. Doran trying to get away here. He will be able to do so. But the other way around.
Exactly.
And that was not what I was... It wasn't on my bingo card. Not today, as the stolen cask is going to deliver to Doran. Not exactly the ideal target, as Mom comes down, doesn't get a whole lot of value, but I just don't know whether it matters. Faker off to the side, just getting pulverized by all of these HLE members, and yells into the abyss. Doesn't find a target with the ulti. And the rest of T1, not a whole lot of options. Oh, Zeka, at least, yeah. No, that was Peanut that died. Zeka goes down extraordinarily low, so does Zeus. But Viper, he is still at full health with a GA. And Zeka dives forward, avoids everything. Gumayusi gets charmed up and eviscerated. And HLE will march into the base, take down the Nexus, and they will be going further. Have T1, we don't have Gen G, we have KT and HLE in the upper bracket.
That is exactly what we have, and Hanwha Life Esports, Viper Life Esports tonight, crushing them 3-0, but sure, Viper did the big damage numbers in all 3 games. He had the incredible 50,000 Lucian game, and then back-to-back insane performances on Ziggs. Be happy if we would.
Well, let's see whether that is going to be able to deliver on the level that I'm hoping. It might be a little bit too much, but right now with the form that they're in, it is looking possible. But HLE having a little bit of a listen as they close this game out. Just the biggest little dragon that I have ever seen.
So much damage done here. I thought maybe for 1 second, like if Guma gets healed up, maybe he could actually make something happen. Like everyone is so low, but you know, HLE had other plans.
Yeah, their plans involved a full health Smolder.
It's a Rakan stolen ultimate here from Silas, but he doesn't even need it because he hits chains on Guma and kills him anyways. Oh, and you can see there's a lot of hype here for Hanwha Life, but I think not as much as it would have been if it was a hard-fought series. This is a very different reaction than the KT coaching booth upset win yesterday, where
thread that beat like a needle through cloth. Stitch 2 kicks, then I tie it off. Flip that snare like a coin I toss. Heads we move, tails get lost. Call me a